All right, so Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, E14, high and dry. So obviously we catch up where we left off with the ladies, wondering why they couldn't go to Angel House and trying to get her back by saying, "Oh, well, we have some stuff on you. We know that you got evicted." Okay, well, since y'all know so much, well then ain't nobody going to my house until y'all tell me what you got. So what you got? Nobody said nothing except for Wendy. She drops the stupid story about her realtor friend. You reached out to her, help you look for some stuff, but you told her you wanted to pay for a $14,000 home a month, I guess, but you only wanted to pay $1,000. So of course everybody's kind of like crickets, a little giggle, a little laugh because what? There is no such thing as a rent being a dang $1,000 for anything. Maybe like a one bedroom where I live, you can get a one bedroom for probably on the cheap side. You get one on the 900 level, but they all start up as 1,000 and up. So pretty much she does this whole conversation because it's too ridiculous to even believe. But if that's what y'all want to believe, sure. We're gonna do some yoga, a little Zen meditation activity to kind of start our trip off in the right direction. We can set some intentions for our trips. So of course, they go out, do their little meditation gig, jazz hands and they whatever. Angel, the way she was just sitting there because she wasn't participating, she was just kind of sitting there watching. So I was kind of with Stacy like, why you ain't doing this with us? Okay, like girl, is you momming us right now? Like I am a grown up. Okay. But we finished that. Kiana's still drunk. She over there crying again. And now we're figuring out where are we going to be for the rest of the evening because we have these rooms here and there are going to be a couple ladies who are going to go to Angel's house actually. Okay. So in this moment, Giselle is like, well, I don't want to be here. No offense to anything, but y'all keep putting me in the closet. We get a flashback. It's been at least 3 trips or so where her and Robin had to share an attic. Her and Ashley had to share bathrooms. I don't know. Little twin beds. Just, she got the last room that didn't nobody want. So she's fed up because, oh my God, we went to Nevis and I gave all y'all bitches the bestest rooms and everybody had their own stuff. But now I gotta share. Oh my God, I gotta leave. So while she's trying to figure out where she's trying to go, this is where Angel let them know, well, I do have a 6 bedroom, but like, the way she explains things is what makes us look at you look crazy. Because why can't you just say things straight out instead of just say, "Oh no, we'll explain it later," or "Oh no, it's something, something, something." But 6 bedrooms, I think the husband's taking up 2 for a man cave. She already gave one to Tia and to Kiana, and something else, something else, something else. Yeah, you see, but it's the way she explains it that I think is making it really frustrating for us. It's like, girl, just spit it out. It's not so hard. So, what all is boiled down to is the girls who are left at the house, which is Giselle, Ashley, Wendy, Stacy, Monique. They're like, dang, we ain't know we was gonna go. We thought we was gonna stay at her house. Can't believe she's putting us here. It's separating us. I thought this was a girls' trip. How are we supposed to be together? How are we supposed to come together and have fun and kiki, like especially in our little late nights before we go to sleep, things like that. This doesn't make any sense. And then you got Angel over here feeling majorly disrespected because like, okay, the house that they are staying in is an actual like what 1.6 million whatever house. It's $1 million house. Um like come on now, it's the way that they from what they've been giving me, how do they not expect for me to get them back in some kind of way? And she's still trying to get you gotcha me with the whole Wendy's friend and all this stuff. Like, if she's so, a realtor and all, like, you're not supposed to be telling about clients' business and clients' uh, financials and stuff like that. It's just almost like, well, with any business, HIPAA, confidential, in house. Don't nobody know but me and you. So you shouldn't be telling people, oh, well, this is what she said, that's what she doing. Blah, blah, blah. So, then they go back to that, like, yeah, she should have called her right then and there, because they tried to get her to call her to say, yeah, can you put her on speakerphone and we'll, discuss this ahead. Wendy like, girl, I wasn't about to do it. She can do it if she want to. Monique like, yeah, she should have did it just so she could prove whatever, because I would have been all over it. And they like, see, she lying. She lying. And I'm like, oh my Lord. I'm thinking, me personally, from the beginning, it's all dumb. The dumbest argument that they can be arguing over about this girl with, for one. And then for two, Angel, I just wish she would just be strong enough to just tell the ladies, F you. If she can do that, then we can move on. Because that's all they need is a good F you. So while Tia and Kiana are enjoying Angel's house, it's very nice, very big, lots of land, cute colors, cute design, cute setup. Yeah, they like it over here. Versus the other ladies, they still over there talking like, man, it's some BS. I can't believe she left us here. This ain't no girls trip. This is the worst trip ever. And, obviously Giselle and I think Ashley's planning on leaving, or was it just Giselle gonna leave by herself and let Ashley keep the room by herself? Because, that sharing thing, oh my God, we just can't do it. It's just too much, too much, too much. Fine, understandable, like I said, but can you do it? You can. But you're just choosing not to. Let them have it. Okay, so car ride to Angel's house, because we're gonna go have dinner at Angel's house. It's about an hour ride, right? So they have lots. They can talk about. Look, they got a few things to discuss, right? For one, Giselle and Ashley changed their minds, so they're not gonna go get their own hotel room or Airbnb. They're just gonna enjoy what they got going, okay? And hopefully, Miss Angel, is a better hostess in other ways besides, giving out bad rooms to people, okay? So Monique, on the other hand, was like, oh, well, hopefully her attitude has changed a little bit, because what she was giving us earlier, like, I was feeling like I could relate to it a little bit. Like it felt a little familiar for me. Like I used to do those things when I was married to Chris. So maybe, possibly, there's something going on between her and her husband. Hint, hint, that she's not letting us know of. So maybe that's why she's acting in such ways. And they're like, oh, okay, okay. And Stacy, I'm kind of surprised here, but she is jumping on this full on. Like, oh, well, maybe her man don't want us here. Maybe, Bobby he don't like us, stuff like that, and the confessional and stuff. But I'm like, really, Stacy? Monique don't even know her. So how y'all just gonna take her opinion as fact? That's all I'm saying. So we get to the house, and all the ladies are impressed, I would say. It is a very nice home. And I mean, 30 whatever acres land. Okay. So it looks in land. Okay. um, which, obviously, like, well, dang, she could at least put us in the backyard, but it's all right. Beautiful home, beautiful home. They are enjoying all the spread she got out for them, the dinner, ooh, the decorations. Okay, okay, girl. She listen, putting it on for us. Okay, we likes. We go outside, and we see a few of, well, Bobby's friends, I guess, because it wasn't no women, it was just dudes. So she introduced them like, oh, this is such and such, this is such and such, such and such. Some good, well-to-do men that, obviously are good friends of her and her husband's, but they're looking like, well, how are we supposed to be getting to know her? But she pointing out randoms that we don't even care to know, or do they even care to know us? Because they was just sitting there smoking their cigars, just kind of looking like, well, at least especially the black dude, right? Like, dude, I don't know what you was trying to give, but it wasn't giving back. And then after meeting, whatever extra guests were there, they proceed to go down a little bit further into the backyard, to sit to have dinner. And this is where Monique kind of opens up the conversation to say, oh, everything's so wonderful, everything's so cool, and we're liking this angel that you're presenting to us right now. Like, that other angel back when we first got here, lose that attitude. I say, so we agitating people's spirits around here while we are eating dinner. What was it? Stacy and Angel had their little back and forth, right? That's what we was talking about, right? And her being a liar. Well, if you're gonna be a good liar, then I need you to be a better liar. Or if you're gonna be a bad liar, I need to be a good liar. I don't know, something like that, whatever she said. And Stacy was trying to tell her, okay, well, see, you being mad at me getting all upset for something that technically doesn't really affect me, is more affecting somebody, else at the table, which will be Monique, because it's her husband, ex-husband, right? So what, like, why are you doing this? You don't even have to be this mad. And that's when she said, oh, because you agitate my spirit. And she's like, well, Monique, well, you will see it for yourself. And Monique like, well, you know what? I already talked to Stacy, and I asked her about the communication with her and Chris to see where was the crack in the stories. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it was Cookie who was doing stuff, saying some stuff and doing some stuff, right? Mixing things up. And she said, Stacy told me no, so until further notice, that's how we're going to leave it at. But the way it affects her is the way that Chris rebuttals things, because now I guess he was trying to sue her for defamation or something, just because people talking about him. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, but she'll figure that out. Tomorrow, Angel lets them know that they are going to go on a jet ride to Aspen, which will be pretty cool. They're going to go to that hat store where you can get that custom-made hat. Is it like a hat store / bar, or is it just a hat store? Either way, I seen it on Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all watched that. They went there. Kyle and them got one. And they had that, what was they beef with, that tequila or something? Or, oh, yeah, because Kathy Hilton. Oh, and then that was, okay, see, we don't want to talk about Beverly Hills, though. So, Angel, they're all just chilling around the fire, kind of warming up a little bit. And she suggests that they do like a girls' night pajama jam with all the ladies. Because, like, oh, dang, this is, the first night we're getting to feel like, oh, dang, we got to separate now. Basically, they got to leave. And we about to go to bed, I guess, because Angel cutting the evening pretty short, about 7:30, So the ladies gather to leave about 8 o'clock or so, because it is an hour drive, right? So Angel just says like, well, okay, I'm down for a pajama jam, but let me talk to Bobby about it first. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been dealing with the kids and all this time while I've been trying to do this, and I wanted to put them in bed, And they said, okay, whatever. Look, you gotta ask your man for permission. That's pretty much everybody's thought process right now. So on the way back, that's what they're trying to suss out. Like, do you really think that she had to ask Bobby, or do you think she using Bobby as an excuse? And Ashley was like, yeah, I think it's an excuse. I think it's she trying to see, right, how things are going to be played out on this trip, and then if things go good, then she'll do it. But if not, nah. Which they do show Angel go over there to talk to Bobby about the situation, and it seemed more like maybe she just didn't want to go. Honestly, like she said, didn't plan on hanging out with them like that. Like I was just gonna be out with them during the daytime, but I'm still breastfeeding. I just wanted to hang out with the kids. They are on the smaller side, I believe. Ooh, I think she will have the youngest ones out the whole bunch. Ashley, her boys, I think they're younger than Ashley boys. That car ride got a little spooky, didn't it? I don't know why she didn't warn them, like, so this is the woods. So it gets dark. There's no light, except for the moon. If there is a moon. Or, some stars and things like that. But yeah. They like, well, yeah, it's dark as hell. What the hell? It's like a scary movie. So they get back to the house, and the water seemed to work that for the night. Okay. They wake up, and then pretty much all hell broke loose, honestly. Like the no water. I think Monique probably didn't drink enough water because she said she wasn't feeling well. Because remember, they can get elevation sickness or whatever it was. Just had to take a whole bath, basically, to get herself together. I think Angel had a few sprinkles left, so she was able to work and twerk what she had to do. But back at Angel's house, they're on their way, and while they're on the way, she's just trying to say like, well, damn, like obviously it's not my house. Okay, it's a whole Airbnb, which means it's the landlord who has to do all the stuff. I called them. They said they were supposed to fix it, but I didn't know that they was gonna wake up to no water, and I didn't even know until I had reached out to Jazzy, and because asking them how was they doing, how because nobody texted them at all to at least say, hey, Angel, the water went back out. Can you call Roy back again? Because I think they had like the chef tried to help him out or something that the night before. It was like a flip somewhere, a switch somewhere. But yeah, did nobody even tell her? So Jazzy let her know, like, yeah, we're just struggling a little bit with the no water, so everybody's a little mad. And also that Monique been kind of talking a little bit about you, kind of like just trying to compare marriages and what she thinks she sees or feels from you. And of course, Angel, like, that's not cool because you don't set boundaries trying to come for people's relationships and marriages, like, which a lot of these ladies on these shows, not a lot of them, but some of them, you'd be like, listen, don't you talk about my man, don't you talk about my husband, because that's like the quickest way you're gonna get a fight with them. And mind you, on the ride that the ladies are in, here go Monique again. Yeah, did y'all catch her? She put her hand up like this when I was trying to tell her, ooh, you can get them kids. See, she did this. And it's, oh no, we ain't see it. Yep, because she getting there. She getting to that level. I already know because I was there. I know how she feeling. She going through it, y'all. And I'm like, yeah, Monique, you probably shouldn't go too deep all into it because you don't know. Like, you don't even know her, for one. And for two, right, like, you don't even know for real. This is just all speculation and putting your own, projecting, right, your own issues onto her and trying to, see something, but it's something that's not there. So, of course, Angel, now she's upset. So, I don't think she's going to do this pajama jam, but we'll see how the day ends up going with them being in Aspen. Look like they're gonna go meet up with Mauricio. You know, he's from the Beverly Hills Housewives and newly single. Which I think there was some rumors that him and Giselle probably went on a date or something like that. But I'm not too sure. I don't even know. Does he like black girls? And the new house that Giselle had found for everybody, I think what she gonna play it as like we don't nobody say nothing. We gonna go to Aspen, enjoy the day. But when we come back, we're just gonna go to the other house, and that's how we're gonna drop the bomb on her. So that's how we'll just see how it plays out in the end. We're guessing it should be some type of conflict when this happens, I'm sure. So and I think this will be what, episode 15? So that might be the finale or so, or maybe the leading up to the finale, because it should be coming up soon. Reunion time. We got Salt Lake City reunion this week, and Married to Medicine is just now rolling. So we will get back to y'all on the next episode next week. Peace.